Thank you so much for joining us. As you can see, we are with the Jim. Jim is not very new in the studio. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. It's well to thank you to be back again. It's been a while.
Umepotea sana bana.
Hapana.
Manager ya Chelsea na
taxes. We are paying taxes.
Taxes ama ni Chelsea?
Chelsea pia. Actually it's Chelsea.
Chelsea and taxes.
Chelsea taxes, Shabana, yani ni mashida tupu.
Hii dunia ni shida tu, yeah?
Ni shida tupu.
So thank you so much for joining here. We want to look at something called stereotyping, huh? Hiyo ni kitu imekuwa imefanyika sana in our country about stereotyping against the Kisii. This guy is a Kisii. Can you confirm that you are a Kisii?
I'm very nani ajui hiyo. Even my name itself says I'm a Kisii.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a Kisii by birth, by genes.
You don't have something called like half caste. Hakuna half caste, hata babu hakuna half caste.
Oh yeah, I do have. Lakini ni ya kitambo. That is my great grandfather was actually a Luo. Yeah, my great grandfather was actually a Luo.
Then you have some characteristics of Luo.
Hapana kidogo sana.
Your grandfather or your great grandfather?
Great grandfather, the dad to my grandfather. The story goes that is it. Yeah. Niko na maybe kidogo ya ujaluo kidogo sana.
Lakini kwa umbali sana.
Kwa umbali sana.
So you confirm that you are a Kisii?
Pure
Kisii.
My mom is a Kisii, my dad is a Kisii.
Your grandfather is a Kisii.
My grandfather is a Kisii, my grandmother is a Kisii, so I'm pure breed ya Kisii.
So today we want to understand more about Kisii people. Actually, there's a lot of stereotyping in the media, the netizens.
Not even media. People have a lot of misconceptions, especially you meet ladies and they are telling, "Hi sasa, when tribe gani Mkisii?"
Unatoroka.
Haya naenda mbio.
Okay. Okay, so we want to understand more about the Kisii people. One thing the Kisii are known is that they are backward. Ukiangalia mparampampa vile anavaa.
No, ule tulimdison huyo si wetu. I'll leave that one alone.
Okay, tuache mparampampa vile anavaa.
Tuache mparampampa.
Kuna msanii anaitwa Ongengo.
Si muongea watu. Talk about Nyasiski za Kisii. Where do people live, the ones you choose daily na mnaenda hao wengine? Yes, hao sisi hatujui. Only position is Nyasiski and Ongengo is also ours. Yes, that is
So Kisii are not backward.
No. Actually, we are the most. If you go to Minnesota, we have developed a small county in Minnesota in the USA. How can we be backward?
In the way you clad kuvaa vile mnavaa, are you not backward?
Dressing in what perception? In what way? The masses dress. No. Let me tell you one thing. The masses dress in shuka. Do you tell me the masses are backward? The Scottish who are in Europe, the men wanavaa something looks like a skirt, which I've never known the name. Are you telling me the Scottish are backwards?
Okay, so you want to say that you're not backward?
It's not backward. No.
It's your culture.
It's culture. People have different cultures.
Okay.
Yes.
Then you see, the Kisiis are okay. Any bad thing in the society, they are associated with it.
Anyway.
Yeah, any bad thing.
We have been in the limelight for a while.
Yes.
Not in a good way, actually. See, in a good way. Watu wametuchomea jina sana. Watu wametuchomea jina sana. They don't talk about the positive side from the other side. They only talk the negative one.
Okay, so let's start now what they talk about. Number one thing that they talk about, and you want to be very straight. Cheating exams. Do you teach an exam or you don't cheat?
Teaching an exam?
Yeah, you don't cheat.
You don't cheat an exam. It's natural brightness. It's natural brightness. And there's no you can tell me there's cheating will be done the whole county. And then the other parts of Kenya don't cheat.
So that's one thing that you are not in. Cheating in exams.
No. That is a lie. Because if you're telling me if there's a leakage, then that means the leakage will be in the whole country. But you can't tell me there's a leakage in only one place. That is a lie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Number two thing that you are not in is witchcraft. Mnachoma wachawi. Is it true?
Sikataa. But now but is there a place in this world there is no witchcraft?
And why do ban old people? How comes that the old people are associated with witchcraft? Yes.
Now there is
the elder in the society.
Elder, the
actually they'll ban to almost some.
I think that is one thing that people in my community get wrong. And I think that is one thing that we really to work on.
Yeah. I like how your voice is now down.
Yeah, that is one thing. Hapana, ukweli tunaambiana. I think that it's misconception people have that they associate old age with witchcraft, which is absolutely wrong. And is one thing that people in my community have to really sit back and we assess the situation, because it's really not nice. It is really not nice.
Okay.
Yes.
Next thing, your Kisii men are known to be very stingy.
We are not stingy. We are not
very
stingy.
stingy.
We are not stingy.
Actually,
we are economical. We go with the economy of the country. We go with the economy. We are not stingy. We are economical. Yes, we have to flow with the economy.
But our neighbors, the laws, are generous, and the economy is hard. How comes you are, especially when you are treating women?
Now, there's one person who said there's no man who's stingy. Depends with the lady. There's no man who's stingy. Depends how that man loves that lady. If a man really loves that lady, he will spend the money. But if the man doesn't want you, he won't spend the money. Hakuna man stingy. It depends how the man relates with the lady. Hiyo ndio iko hivyo tu. Yes. Hakuna mambo ya stingy.
Kwa hivyo unajitetea kwamba you are not stingy.
We are not stingy. We are not stingy. Hapana. Hiyo hapana. Actually, if there's men who treat ladies very well, it's the Kisii men.
Is
the latest research. Is not that I'm saying. Si mimi nasema. Ni research zimefanywa. Even it was in the Nation. It was even Citizen. You go see that right now in this country, if there are men that are highly sorted for, that are being highly searched for marriage, Kisii men. Si mimi nimesema. Ni research imesema.
Okay.
And you can't tell me if you are stingy, those ladies will want us. Hapana. No. There's no man who's stingy. Depends how that man values a lady.
Not Kisii are not stingy.
No, we are not stingy.
They are generous, huh?
We are generous.
Okay, the next question is, you are associated with the SDA church.
Now that is one misconception a lot of people have. Like you meet someone, the first you remember, hey, I'm a Kisii. Oh, so you are SDA. No. SDA is the most popular church in Kisii because the missionaries first came. The SDA missionaries were the first in Kisii because they came through Tanzania and then they entered Kisii. But we have very many churches in Kisii. Not every Kisii is SDA. That is one thing people have to get right. Don't see any Kisii then you associated that in Kisii is SDA. No. We have the Catholic, which is much popular in Kisii, very popular. We have the PAG, very popular. We have different churches in Kisii. So not every Kisii you see that is SDA. Apart 80% are SDA, but the rest are not SDA.
And they are known, the SDA followers are known to be very how do you call them? Watu wanafuata
dini sana.
Is it true?
Yeah.
Until you cannot even cook on a Saturday.
No.
Cook on a Friday evening.
Now we cook on a Friday evening. For Friday evening, then Saturday ndio chakula inakuliwa.
What that?
It's not dini, it's the Bible.
The Bible
I think the Bible is
on Friday,
not the Friday evening. The Bible is very clear that keep the Sabbath day holy, and that is what we try to emulate. That you can't do your work on Saturday at the same time go to church. You have 7 days in a week. You have 7 days in a week. Why can't you just keep one day that you are serving God? Is that too much for us? You have 7 days in a week. Just in just 7 days, you are just creating just 1 day for the Lord, and you have the rest of 6 days. So
to rest.
Yeah, you have the 6 days. Hizo zingine unaweza fanya kazi. Ile siku moja patia Mungu. Yes, that is ndio maana hata Mungu alisema.
So people should be aware that your SDAs they don't cook on Saturday.
No, we don't do anything on Saturday.
We don't do anything.
Generally don't do anything on Saturday. Saturday ni kukula wimbo.
Nakuwa kanisani
paka jioni. Saturday don't do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing that is okay. How about violence? Not violence. Hasira. The Kisii men are not kuna hasira sana. Ni kule manu.
Is a lie. Ni uongo. It's a huge misconception a lot of people have. Actually, it's a very huge misconception. You get a lot of people that say, you can hasira. It's a very huge misconception. I think people have different personality. Your personality is not going to be described by your tribe. No. Your personality is something you just innate. In you. See kitu itaenda kuwa described by your tribe. So when it comes to hasira is a very huge misconception. Kila mtu ako na hasira. It depends na how much umeitoa. Yes, hakuna mtu ana hasira. So in terms of hasira is a serious misconception which people usually have. Like they see you at Kisii immediately mtu ana associate like mtu ako na hasira. No. No, it's a huge misconception.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another thing is I was listening to the social media nikaona another clip saying that kwani hauna mtu hata Mkisii. You guys do you know how to love ladies?
When it comes to love now, that is a tricky situation.
Yeah.
I think we show love in our own different ways. I think when it comes to love, I think there are no people who are very protective than my people in my community. I think we value marriage too much when it comes to men. We value marriage too much and we value our wives too much. The problem is that we don't know how to show it directly.
But the real thing is that we value our marriage.
We value our marriage very highly, very highly. I think if there are one man unaweza pata anapenda marriage yake ni Mkisii. We don't joke with marriage because it's something which is communal.
Yeah.
And marriage does not involve you and your wife only. It's a communal thing because the uncles, the brothers are involved. So when it comes to marriage, it's something which is very valued.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but you don't know how to show.
Now, in terms of showing love, now that is a tricky situation because as long as I provide, I pay school fees, I think that is I love you. I think it's a problem.
But it's very hard for a man, a Kisii man, to say to tell the wife I love you.
Yeah. Now that is very tricky. Even hata kuintroduce bibi, the way you introduce our wives, mbele ya watu. Sometimes you wonder, mama mtoto asimame pia.
I don't say
my darling.
Those vocabulary don't exist.
Those vocabulary don't exist. And I think is because mostly are attributed because of the church. Yeah. I think the reason why we don't demonstrate love, I love you, showing I love you, is because of the church. Yeah.
The church. So the way you are brought up.
The way we are brought up, at the same time, it's that people are too, how can I say, yani watu wako too holy. Unaona? Wameshikilia kanisa sana, like wanaona kusema I love you ni kama ni dhambi. But mostly I think is how we were brought up. I think we have to blame our ancestors. The ancestors never. So in terms of I love you, that we blame our ancestors.
How about the Kisiis are known to be lovers of sex? Actually, that is the truth. Unasema Mkisii. They are lovers of sex.
Mtu utakula ugali na ushinde
So you want to confirm that is very true?
Mtu utakula ugali ushinde hiyo kazi nyingine.
They cannot be satisfied with one wife.
They can. Now depends if the other partner can withstand that sexual drive. So in terms of bedroom matters, we don't disappoint. I think so. So in terms of there, because chakula,
that one is not a misconception.
It's not a misconception. That is not a misconception. Actually, that is mostly because of the kind of food we eat. Because they say the kind of food you eat also determined how you perform. The other duty God gave you.
Okay.
Ukikula mchele kila siku, hapana.
This table food ni ugali.
So that one is, people are not wrong actually. We love ugali. I think there's no home in Kisii where people eat mchele for supper, ama githeri for supper.
It's very rare.
It's very rare. Supper in Kisii is ugali daily. Na ugali yenye imepikwa vizuri. There is ugali yenye inapikwa central is different na ugali which we cook. Yeah.
Unasikia ukienda Kisii hizi duka hawezi pata hiyo unga unasikia ati unga imepanda. Hizo unga ziuzwa.
Hiyo hakuna, huko ni gorogoro. Kitu unasikia ni gorogoro imepanda. Gorogoro is translated to 2 kgs of maize. Yeah, 2 kgs of maize is what we call gorogoro moja. Yeah, ndio unasikia gorogoro imepanda. So if you hear someone from Kisii, Western and Nyanza, we are the only people who use the term gorogoro.
Another thing is that when you go to a Kisii garden, everything in the garden is a mboga.
Actually, the reason why I think people usually ask me one question, now that one I'm going to answer. The reason why we eat a lot of ugali, the reason why Kisii eat a lot of ugali on daily basis because we have numerous type of vegetables. Mboga ni mingi. Mboga ni mingi. Si sukuma.
So you start from sukuma?
Sukuma. Spinach you rarely utapata mtu amepanda spinach. So ni sukuma, cabbage, managu, saga. The others have traditional names. Terema, monyenye, rikuneni, chinsaga. So we have very many types of vegetables. So mboga ni mingi. Ndio maana watu kula ugali sana.
Okay.
Yes.
So in a garden, it's very true that in a garden of a Kisii.
Yes. We call it egg teacher. You can't go in a home where there is no egg teacher. Yes. Actually, that is what determines the kind of woman who's in that boma. Yes.
Actually, yes.
Yes. If you go in a family na umepata hawana hiyo egg teacher, that lady is considered to be lazy.
A garden.
Yeah. If there is no garden in a homestead, that lady is lazy.
Is a lazy.
Is a very lazy one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's conclude. What are some of the 5 things that people don't know about Kisii?
5 things.
5 things you know about the Kisii.
About Kisii.
Yes. The 5 things that we don't understand about the Kisii. It's the Kisii community. 5
things. And I'm trying to recall 5 things people don't know.
About hardworking.
I think number 1. Hardworking. I think Kisiis are the most hardworking community you can ever meet in this country. You go anywhere in this Kenya, you'll meet a Kisii. I think there's nowhere in Kenya where you call some Kisii. We are very hardworking people. Number 2, we are loyal. Loyalty. It's all about loyalty. We are very loyal. Number 3, we are very patriarchy. It's a patriarchy community.
Yeah.
The child belongs to the father. The child belongs to the father. Number 4, we are very emotional people. We are very emotional, even men. So you go funeral, you find men crying. Sometimes we are very emotional people. We tend to get hurt very easily, only that we don't show it. Inaumwa na ndani. The way usually we were taught that man should not cry. So even much as you are hurt, you cry with the inside. But we are very, very emotional people.
How comes you don't choose women to be representatives even in the parliament, even the governor? Is that you don't respect women?
It's not that we don't respect. Actually, in terms of respect, if you do a survey, if there's one community that has the most educated women in this country, it is Kisii. During KCSE and KCP, you look at the top 5 or top 10 female student, will get a Kisii there. It's not about that we don't value women. Actually, we value women more. But we tend to have different perspective when it comes to leadership. Yes, when it comes to leadership,
we don't trust women.
We don't trust women. We don't trust women. We believe women are very emotional.
Okay.
They are very emotional. And it's just the mentality we have in leadership and women. Actually, even a woman rape is only that the constitution forbids us from electing a man. So in terms of leadership, I think we are on the process of changing. Maybe gradually. 2032, no, 2027 is still out.
Okay.
2032 there, 2050, 40. I think will change. It's very funny that we have never had a female MP from Kisii.
Very funny, yes.
We have never had a female MP from Kisii.
Yeah.
So I think as things go, we are going to change. And the reason why we don't is not that we don't trust women. Our men are educated at the same way our women are educated. So it's a competitive. It's much competitive.
It's a democratic.
It's a democratic place where you don't get that one gender is much educated than the other. The both genders are educated. So, and then the other problem is that we have few female politicians from our community, very few.
They are not even interested.
I think they are not even interested. Women are not interested completely in politics in Kisii. It's not even about culture at the same time. Even chiefs, even to mention the number of female chiefs we have in our community, they are very few. Even when there are job application for chiefs, you get very few people to apply.
So where are most of the women?
Most of the women. I think most of the women are in education.
Teaching,
and more focused on their marriages. So the problem is women are not getting themselves out there and compete.
The last one. You guys value a lot of matoke ndizi sana.
Matoke.
Is it true that you
kila kitu ndizi iko? But funny thing that actually that is one thing people did not know about Kisii. It's actually a misconception people have. And actually I think you have even reminded me. Honestly, people don't take a lot of ndizi in Kisii. That is one thing people don't know. We plant ndizi, but we don't eat it that much as people tend to believe.
Compared to gali.
Actually, a lot of our ndizi is being sold to Nairobi. Actually, you can go to a homestead upata hakuna ndizi imeuzwa. Ndizi inapendwa ndio, but si sana as compared na ugali.
Na huwezi kula ndizi ulale.
Na siwezi kula ndizi nilale. So ndizi ni asubuhi. Actually, that brings another question. People ask, how do we eat ndizi na ugali? Ndizi na nitamu. You go try eating ndizi meiva na ugali and see. How do you people eat ndizi and ugali? So ndizi is usually for breakfast. You take chai na ndizi. And maybe lunch, but supper you can't take ndizi.
You cannot sleep.
No, you can't sleep with ndizi. Hiyo ni njaa.
Okay, thank you so much for coming, but the last word to tell the people.
The last word. For one thing, I can tell you about my Kisii. Right now we are good people. We are trending. Don't take too much negative from the media. The media tend to give out the negative because the negative is the one which is selling papers and selling newspaper and sending news. Ni anyama. Yes. So for the ladies, I think there are no better husband than Kisii men. We are the best. And I'm not just bragging, but that is the fact. We are the best. Hakuna wanaume wengine dunia kama si wa Kisii. Get one. If you have never dated a one Kisii, just get one.
Try.
You jaribu tu and you'll give a story.
Thank you.